Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
It's time for the pod. Here we go. It's the podcast. I'm turning this off and we're here for the Monday podcast.
There we go. It might be the only podcast for the week.
It will be the only podcast.
There we go. So that's been said.
Yeah, we've
so
got
you could listen to this 5 times.
Well,
or just jump on and listen to Vision, because Visionathon
Yes.
will be all day, every day.
Yeah.
Well, not the night times, actually.
Well,
into the evening.
I'm sure they'll be mentioning it as well, and you can check on it over at vision.org.au. Yeah, it is what we've named it Visionathon Eve.
Which I think is cute and we'll be keeping.
In my mind, visually, I'm seeing the words Eve and I'm seeing the word Visionathon. Both have got a letter V, and immediately I go, how do we combine the two words together?
That doesn't even come into my head at all.
Visionathon. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to combine the two V's in together, but it didn't really work.
No.
That's why I didn't say it on the show. I'm saying it on the podcast.
That's good, though, that you kept that to yourself, maybe. So I'm like, well done.
I'm doing it here on the
well
podcast
done
with everybody.
for putting that in your head. But it has been fun, and we came up with some verbs today, visioning,
yes,
which I think is good.
I do.
We don't use that enough. So vision could be used in different contexts.
How long have you, i.e., if you look it up in the dictionary, it would be vision, verb, related to listening to Vision Christian Radio. The example sentence would be, how long have you been visioning for?
That's right.
I've been visioning for 5 years.
Or did you vision today? You could ask that.
Hey, turn that off.
Have you visioned?
Have you turned that off because I've already visioned? I've visioned already.
I've visioned already today.
Using that as a verb.
I think we'll do that more.
Yeah.
Unless we get complaints, and then we won't.
No. No complaints about that. People are going to love it. But we've got some new Visionathon Eve traditions that are building up.
Yes, you'll find out about those.
We go to the tally board. We look at the tally board. Which is a lot of fun for me because I'm trotting out some music here.
It's terrible.
Trying some music. Well, the
tally board's not terrible.
I'm open to suggestions, people, but the last time I opened it up to suggestions during Visionathon, people trolled me and sent me football theme songs.
Good.
And I was totally...
I think, whatever. To be honest, it's not getting better with just your own devices, so bring it on. It can't get worse, can it?
There was a couple of musical items people sent me as well.
Football. I do remember those theme songs. They were tricky because they would just kind of come up.
I know. And I'm not good. I'm not good on football themes. I don't recognise them. So anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all good. But we are excited. Visionathon is kicking off tomorrow. If you listen to this today on your Monday, the 4th of November, it all kicks off tomorrow. It goes from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you can get across it in the app, on the website, as you're listening, however is easiest for you.
You won't miss it, to be honest. If you're visioning, you'll be hearing it.
You'll be definitely hearing it there. Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for downloading the podcast. We'll see you, in a week.
Well, you'll see us tomorrow. But
on the podcast.
Yes, on the podcast. In a week.
Yeah. Enjoy the show and be listening for a very special Bible story sound-off clue, because we're not playing that for a week. We'll see if anybody comes back and guesses
on that.
Yeah.
I know we're trying to wrap up here.
Yeah, what have you got?
There was a text.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think who it was from, because we've had a lot today.
We've had a lot of texts and calls today.
And it was a great text. Was it Josh? It might have been.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if it's Josh or Jacob.
All right.
But
that's all right.
Mentioned, should we have that you only have the sound 10 days, it's like Saints of the Century, and then it gets retired? I said no. I think it just keeps going forever.
Okay.
It is
interesting.
Josh. It's
interesting.
Because he liked you'll hear it. You're going to put the calls in, are you?
Well, I will put the call, and I will put the sound in.
There's a funny one about a donkey, and that was quite funny.
I will put the sound in today, and look, all I'm going to say is listen for the clue. There is a clue, and there will be a sound. There'll be everything in here. It is a tricky one. I'm going to say it. It is a very tricky one.
We can do tricky. We are very smart.
All right. Well, you've got a week to think about it. Next Monday we'll be back again.
Visioners are very smart people.
Visioners, as they're visioning, you'll be listening to this and get it there.
It's the best way to start your day. Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
And today is Visionathon Eve.
Yeah.
If you've just tuned into Vision, give us a call because we want to know our newest listener. But also, Visionathon may be something that you're not familiar with. Happens a couple of times a year, and it's all about building faith, but also building funds so that we can top up the tank, so we can keep going and making sure that God's word can be heard across the airwaves across Australia.
Now, in the past, and I don't know if we're going to do this again, I could get in trouble for this, but in the past, we were looking for that perfect song to go to the Vision board.
Yeah.
Visionathon
totally.
tally board.
Yes.
So I've got one here that we can try out.
Well,
to inspire
I don't feel
people.
like you need to do that.
We could. So
It's an extra job.
So let's walk right now over to the Visionathon
no.
tally board and
Wow.
let's see how
No.
things are going.
Wow.
With this one,
Really?
a score out of 10. What are you giving this one?
2.
Oh,
In fact, I think that was generous, to be honest. I was thinking 0, but I thought I'll give you some hope.
thank you. I appreciate that.
But
I appreciate that.
It is the Visionathon, apart from the music not exciting,
Listen,
but the
as-
Visionathon
yeah.
Tallython is actually very exciting because it's the best ever.
I think I'm with you actually here. Now that I'm listening to
Can
the
you
music,
listen to it?
Yeah, I'm giving it a 1.
Are you?
This is not.
Well,
this is
we agree.
Hey, we've started it. We're going to go in here.
You can't turn it off?
No, I can't turn it off. We've got sitting on the Visionathon tally board.
my
I'm
goodness.
really excited because we're already 2% of the way there. It starts tomorrow.
It's amazing.
It's absolutely amazing. So far, 198 people have stepped up
Amazing.
and given early. That gives us a total right now. These numbers are looking good. 41141. How good is
that's
that?
a good number.
Exactly. Over $41,000 has already been given. And we're hearing from the tally room that this is probably the best start in recent memory that we've had for a Visionathon.
And we love seeing that there are 15 first-time givers. So these are people who are listening along to Visionathon, and before it's even start, they've jumped in and gone, yes, I believe in what Vision is doing, and I want to get involved. Fantastic. So a big thank you to you.
And it's super simple to get involved. All you need to do is head over to the website right now, vision.org.au. You'll see a banner there talking about advancing the gospel across Australia together. Click on that and that'll walk you through it. And we promise that the music that you're hearing right now is not playing on the website. All right,
please.
I'm now deleting this song out of possible Visionathon.
You can also give, thank you. You can also give through, if you want to give just to get rid of that sound, but through the Vision Christian Media app. If you're in the app, you just click donate at the top and it takes you through. So it couldn't be easier to get involved and get in early.
Yeah, well, we want talking about getting in early. We want you to give us a call right now. 1-800-316-316, 1-800-316-316, and let us know how long you've been listening to Vision for. Are you a long listener? We need someone to start us on the board here.
We do need that opening bid, as they say, don't they, in auctioning?
Both ends. Are you the newest or are you the longest listener? Let us know. 1-800-316-316. And this is the last time you'll hear this theme song.
Thank goodness for that.
Is that right?
Well, I'm most thankful about that today.
You're with fella DJ here on Rise and Shine.
Rise and Shine.
Advancing the gospel together, making sure that every Australian has the opportunity to know how much God loves them and wants them to be part of his family. What a great song from Laura there. Coming to Jesus, rest in his love. That really does wrap up the gospel so beautifully.
And we're asking you, give us your vision stories. As Visionathon launches tomorrow, we couldn't be more excited. We're asking you for your vision story. And we've got Richard from Swansea here. Richard, you've got a story of, now it involves you moving, does it?
My wife and I moved down to Tasmania about 3 years ago. To a rural town, Swansea. Its population of about 1,000, and we didn't know anyone. Or listened to the radio on I think it was the other national station, that just so full of woke stuff. But it seemed to be all I could pick up, and after a while, I was just fed up with this. So I was very carefully tuned through the dial to see if I could find a decent radio station. A radio station came in that had a good strong signal, and I thought, that's not too bad. I like what they're saying. I like their music. Hey, this is a Christian station, and what I really liked is they don't mess around. It's you really put out the gospel, and you don't pad it out with things to make it a little bit more enticing for other listeners. You guys are so proud to put out the full gospel, and I was so excited to find this Vision Radio. I went along to church and said, "Hey guys, this is after about 6 months. I found this really good radio station just last week. It's Christian. They don't mess around. It's really good." Everyone in church is sort of nodding their heads and said, "Yeah, we know. It's broadcast from the church hall over here." Or painful spelling.
So good, Richard.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I love that story. Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
it's
we know.
like on the roof.
Yeah, late to the party here, boy. Thanks for coming,
No,
newcomer.
I love that, Richard.
All right, so we've been asking about how long you've been listening to Vision.
We are on the hunt. It would be great to see the person who's been listening the shortest amount of time,
Yeah.
but also the longest amount of time.
Okay, so Richard there said he's been listening for 3 years.
Well, there we go. There's our opening bid.
I see 3 years. Do we see more? Do we see
That's
less? That's the start here. Have you been listening to Vision longer or
He's
shorter?
currently winning both competitions.
Yeah, he's right
So there you
smack
go.
bang in
You're
the
a
middle.
double winner there, Richard, until we get another call.
Let us know, 1800 316 316. That's the number to call. Micah Tyler, I see grace. If you've been listening to Vision for a long time or you're just brand new, you might have been a couple of weeks.
Rise and shine.
Are you ready for a challenge? Listen to the mystery sound, correctly name the Bible story, and win a great prize. Sounds easy, but is it? Rise and Shine's Bible Stories Sound Off.
Okie dokie, we are on day 6 of this brand new sound, and I've been told by Luke and the tech team that they have been reworking some of the mechanisms here.
That's very impressive,
And-
especially in a Visionathon week.
Yeah, well, they're so
they're
busy.
putting all their extra effort into this, which is
I know.
remarkable. Really.
It is absolutely incredible. So let me just pull up the old laptop here, the trusty. It's getting.
It doesn't sound
No,
good.
it doesn't sound too good, but it's still working. It's still working. So I'm typing in the coordinates here, and let me just see if we can power up into the time vortex. There we go. We're in. We're scrolling through the different eras of history, looking for a piece of audio from a particular Bible story. We're going back a particular Bible story. I'm waiting for the screen light to turn on, and I know we've got the sound downloaded. All right, we've got it in. We've got it in.
Okay.
Yes, there is. I can confirm there is an extra second.
Oh, you're so generous.
There is an extra second. There is an extra. So listen carefully. This
Okay.
is the current sound.
Yes. Oh.
All right. Does
Yeah.
that help at
Less
all?
like a donkey, maybe? Because there was a lot of donkey guesses. Just putting it out there, it's definitely not a donkey.
It's definitely not a donkey. It's definitely not a donkey. Let me see if we can listen to that again. Here it is, the brand new sound. All right. Does that help at all?
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, there's something
If you're
going
over
on there.
breakfast right now, you're
Yeah.
all yelling at the speaker.
Yeah.
I can tell. This is the time to call.
Yeah, I can tell.
1-800-316.
Well, I want to tell people that there's no donkey involved.
No donkey.
No donkeys. There was no
No
donkeys.
one's throwing commandments, neither Abraham, Noah,
Yes.
or Moses.
No, nobody's throwing any tablets. No donkeys were harmed in the making of that sound, and it's not touching the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Another
It's
popular one.
Not so. What was the other one? We had
One of my
David
fav-
and Goliath falling over.
Yeah, it's not David and
him.
Goliath. One of my favourites last week, we had both Andrew and Jenny tell us that it was a JL using a tent peg in the Book of Judges.
We did have that.
It's not
I
that
mean,
one.
well done for knowing that story.
Great story. Let's have a listen one more time.
I know what that sounds.
All right, if you think you know what it is, 1-800-316-316 as we play the Bible story sound off.
Rise and shine.
All right, this is the last chance to guess it before Visionathon because we're not going to be playing this
No.
for the rest of the week.
No, that's right.
All
This
right.
is it.
Takes a pause for
We
a week.
need it to go off today. Give
let's
DJ an
see.
extra job to
All right,
find
I'm
some
a
more
little
sound.
bit stressed.
Come on.
This is the sound. It's not the sound of me being stressed.
Well,
it could be. Could be.
It could be.
But we're asking you to give us a call.
Wow.
1-800-316-316. Call now.
Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, DJ. I'm thinking perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Is it Jesus turning over the tables in the
Oh,
marketplace?
yes. It could be that.
That
is a very good
great
guess.
Yes. Let's have a listen to that sound. Right. Table goes over and then change.
It is. Jesus has got quite a...
Yeah, he's like, oh! Yeah.
He's
He's
like a
lifting-
mighty man there.
Listen-
Determined.
He was determined.
Leslie, I love
Yes.
that answer.
No.
Unfortunately, it's not correct.
Wow.
It's not correct. But thank you so much for your guess.
Thanks.
All good. Have a great day.
Des in Melton, what do you think the Bible story sound off is?
I think it's King Saul getting upset that David is getting more popular with the people.
The old King Saul.
Yeah.
So he's getting angry and he's throwing something at
things
him,
at him.
or
Yes, he's
Okay.
upset and, he was like pounding his desk or whatever.
Yeah, well, he did get
okay.
angry at him.
Oh, yeah, he did. Let's have a listen to that sound, Des.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, it does. Oh, let me say it does sound a little bit King Saulish, but unfortunately, Des, no, it's not right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Des. Okay, Lisa in Cairns, come on.
Hey,
What do you
I
think?
had to think about it. I think it might be King Josiah pushing over the Asherah poles.
Oh,
Yes.
you,
Maybe pulling them over with a chain or something.
He's getting it off.
You-
He's like, that's it.
you got one of my favourite stories there. You're really hitting on one of my favourites, and I love King Josiah.
But it's not, right?
But
Lisa's doing all parts of our
I
job
know,
here.
Lisa, you've said it for me. It's not correct. Not correct.
No
but thank you for your
worries.
guess.
We'll try again.
Thanks, Lisa. Sharon in Tweed Heads, have you got it for us?
I'm not sure, Don. I was thinking possibly David getting Goliath with the stone.
Oh,
Yes,
the old David
yeah,
got
no,
very,
look, it's a good guess.
very popular guess. Let's have a listen here. Okay, he's falling. There's some change falling out of his pockets, maybe
He
as
had
he
a big
falls.
clanging
okay.
sort of
Chainmail.
yes,
Okay.
there would have been chainmail.
I'm getting what you've thrown down here, Sharon, but unfortunately, it ain't right. It ain't right.
Yeah, God bless you.
God
I'll
bless.
keep trying.
Al, you're the last one today. Tell me you've got this.
Is it when the donkey saw the angel?
Oh, well, we have said that there might not be a donkey involved, but that's a
you're
different donkey.
You're hearing
different element.
You're hearing a donkey at the beginning of this. This sounds like a donkey to you, does it? Is that what you're hearing now? A donkey?
Oh, maybe an ethnic donkey.
A donkey.
It's
A
just that
donkey
we
with a
haven't
Middle
heard
Eastern
it.
accent.
Yeah, that's right. It's the accented donkey. I think that is fantastic, Al. Are we right there? Are we, DJ?
I hate to do that because I love that guess, but it is not a donkey with an accent. Sorry, Al. Sorry, mate.
Great.
I do think, because we don't know accents. Maybe,
maybe
there's like, over in.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm sure there's been a study done somewhere
Yes.
around the world that animals have an accent.
I'm sure if not,
Yeah.
there's a PhD waiting to be done on that. You could definitely get a doctorate.
Well,
Doctor of what? Doctor of donkey
We'll
accents.
send Tony Davenport around the world to do a news report for us there.
In fact, if you've got a donkey
Oh,
from
boy.
a different country, send us its noise.
Yeah.
We'll compare.
Yeah, love these guesses. Some great guesses are coming in, but unfortunately, it's not correct. So that means it's going to sit there waiting for a week. We're going to be playing it again in a week, and you have a week to try to work out the guesses.
Well, I think we'll have to make sure it's in the podcast today, the sound, so you
Yeah.
can play it back over and
All
over
right.
and over
All right,
and over again.
I'll do that. I'll put the new sound in the podcast
And a guess,
with
and a little clue.
and a little clue for just a little clue there to see if you can't get it in there. But
dear.
it'll be back in a week. We're excited because we have Visionathon launching tomorrow, and we're asking you about how long you've been listening to Vision.
That's
have
right.
you been listening for a short time? Maybe you're just brand new to Vision, or you've been listening for a long time. We want to hear from you. And now it's time for a little clue for the
Bible Story Sound Off.
We're getting very warm. Getting very warm in the Bible Story Sound Off. Today's clue: 3, 2. 3, 2. That's all I'm giving you.
Great conversations, fun, inspiration, and more. Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
Because we have Andrew here from 2020, but also Faith
Boost. We're going twins.
And
Twins
he's
at the
so
very-
bright. It's so bright in here that he's wearing shades. So just imagine Andrew standing here with sunglasses on in a studio.
Yeah.
How you doing over there, Andrew?
I'm good, Phil. It's the glory. I've got to put the sunnies on because of the glory. It's just
so exciting in
shining out
here.
of Rise and Shine this morning
Wow.
out of DJ and
We're
Phil.
shining brightly.
Can't even deal.
Oh, wow. But did you
That's
have
too
a good
funny.
weekend?
I had a super weekend, Phil. I hung out with my daughter a lot, my 14-year-old, and my 20-year-old came to church with me. But
awesome.
My little one, she's not little anymore, but I call her little one. We made the best banana bread ever yesterday with dark chocolate chips sprinkled on top.
Wow.
It was the bomb, Phil.
Is there any trick to that?
I don't know. She made it.
So when you say we, because I bought some good banana bread yesterday, but you made it, which is much better. So I would like to have a recipe. If she could call into the show and let us know what the trick is.
I will pass that request on. I did sprinkle the dark chocolate chips on the top at the end.
That was your magic touch.
Critical piece in the puzzle.
I think 90,
Did you do a lot?
Yeah.
90% of banana breads that I've seen out there that are made
is the banana.
Well, it's made from scratch because there's bananas going in the fruit bowl
100%.
bag. Is that what happened?
Boom! I brought so many bananas the other day. I buy them by the
they're
bucket.
a good price now.
No, I go to this awesome fruit and veg. I wish I could give the name. I don't remember. But it's owned by this wonderful Indian couple, and everything's in buckets. So you got to go a bucket of bananas, bucket of apples, bucket of mandias, and there's a lot of bananas on the kitchen bench. And yes, it had to be used.
Had to be used.
2
Banana
bananas.
bread. Here
off
we go.
you go.
I love it.
And you can freeze it then. You can freeze bananas.
Really?
You can. Just as a side.
Never gone there.
Wow.
Never tried.
There you go.
If you're going to use them in banana bread, chuck them in the freezer, and
then you're ready when you need them.
Yeah.
DJ and I don't have a lot of kitchen-based advice, but that is something. So there you go.
That is one.
It's a win for the day. But hopefully you've come with a Bible story, not just cooking advice for us.
So many Bible stories, Phil. You know, it's in 1 Samuel chapter 18. You know when David kills Goliath, we've been talking about that. He comes back. The women start singing, Phil. Now, DJ and I can relate to this because sometimes women just start singing when we walk
Does that
along.
happen a lot?
It's
I
been
haven't witnessed it. So.
Since I hit puberty. I don't know why. It just started happening. You know?
Are they I could say so many things here.
You could go
Hold
so
your
many.
tongue, Fel. Hold your tongue.
Yeah.
Go on, Andrew.
Anyway,
Bring
so
us to a
David
spiritual.
is just walking along. He's got the swag. He just killed Goliath. He won the battle. And the women start singing, Saul has slain his thousands, David his tens of thousands. And you know the 7 deadly sins. You know that Bible verse about the 7 deadly sins, Phil? Do you know the one?
In Proverbs.
Yeah, it's not actually a Bible verse. It's a church
But I'm
thing.
just thinking I don't.
Yes, I was testing him out. I was
like, what are you talking about?
But Proverbs talks a lot about envy and jealousy. Yeah. And Saul got jealous. And we don't talk about jealousy much in our modern world. But I believe, Phil, a lot of
100%.
people today are jealous. Even in the church, we look at others. We look at the ones on the stage. They look so happy. And we look at their families and they look so happy. And we look at their Instagram feeds and they look so happy. And we're like, oh, wow, I'm missing something. And we start to compare. So Saul compared himself to David, and it was not a good thing to do. And I think we can do the same. So I guess, DJ, I'm going to ask you, what is the answer for jealousy? How do we stop it?
That is look, okay, you've stumped me here, and I want to hear what David and how David and Saul reconciled this. But let's go to a break, and then you can come back and actually tell us the answer. Okay. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, is everybody on the edge of the seat there finding out what happens with...
I'm off my seat. I'm standing up.
I might have some banana bread.
Do you? Do you have some?
You know what? I was in such
you
a
bring
rush
it in?
this morning. I didn't bring it. I should have brought it. I didn't bring it.
Actually, that's just rude, actually.
I know.
Too funny. All right, we're going to find out what happens with Saul and David and about this jealousy issue in just a moment here on Rise and Shine.
Rise and Shine.
And we've got Andrew here from 2020, but also Faith
Boost. Very well.
Yeah, well, together, you know, it goes highs and lows. But you're talking about a story in the Bible, which many people know because we get lots of, whenever we do the Bible story sound off, there is always a lot of David involved.
Yeah.
But it takes it, this picks up the story after he's defeated Goliath, and now he's leading some of the army of Saul. He comes back into town, and they're singing his name, singing his song about him. And there's that seed. It's like a seed of jealousy when you allow it into your heart. Tell us about that, Andrew.
Yeah, well, Saul was jealous because Saul has slain his thousands, David his tens of thousands. And so I asked DJ the hard question, how did David deal with this? I think the answer is this. Saul wasn't focused on the Lord. We know that he'd already departed from God. He'd already lost the kingdom, really. Samuel had said, you're done, mate. And so Saul was looking at everything earthly, looking at his natural circumstances, his relationships, his reputation, the fact that people were esteeming him as a king. David is just like, God, what do you want?
Yeah.
You know, so I think the key to jealousy is that we just have to take our eyes off other people and say, God, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. And what is the call for your life? Because Saul had the anointing on his life to be king. And he was actually in that position at the time.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, Phil and DJ and all of our listeners this morning, the $1 trillion question we have to answer, because one day we're going to stand before the Lord and he's going to ask me, Andrew, what did you do with what I told you to do?
That's right.
Not what he told Billy Graham to do or, Robbo or anyone else. Andrew, what did I tell you to do and did you do it? So, if you focus on that, you actually haven't got time to look at other people because that's none of your business and that's not your calling. That's not your concern. So I think that was the answer, DJ, that David just said, you know what, God, what do you want me to do? And he was probably saying, God, what's going on here? You told me to be good. You told me to serve Saul. You told me to defeat Goliath. I've done what you called me to do. And now these people are hating on me. But he was always focused on the Lord. We know this because he wrote 30% of the Psalms. He was always worshiping and praying. So the key to jealousy today, and I think some of us are suffering from it in our modern world, is don't look at other people's lives. And if you get bothered looking at Instagram, then stop looking at Instagram. Just get off it. Delete it.
Yeah.
Give it the D.
Yeah.
Give it the D. Give it the delete. But more importantly, focus on the Lord. Just seek him. And you said, did I have a good weekend, DJ? Yeah, I did. I went out and prayed yesterday morning. I went out and prayed this morning when you got me on the text message and said, hey, Faith Boost this morning. We just got to focus on God. And we're saying, God, what do you want me to do today? What do you want me to do in my life? And that should, and it does, consume you for the rest of your life until eternity. And that is the answer for jealousy.
Oh, I like that. Like the old audience of one. You're doing it for the audience of one. You're not comparing yourself to other people.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, there's only been one Billy Graham. I mean, hardly anyone is called to do what he did. Hardly anyone is called to have the biggest church in the world or whatever, or be the famous worship leader or whatever you think is being used by God in a great way. But that was their call.
Yeah.
And it's not my call. It's not your call. What is our call? And you know what our call is, DJ? Is to be a blessing through Vision Radio. And I'm going to give a plug right now. I can't wait for Visionathon this week. I'm actually excited about it.
Awesome.
And I don't know about you guys. I'm just reaching this point now. You know what, God? You've brought me here. I want to be a blessing through Vision Radio. I want Vision Radio to grow and to keep going and continuing. Our platform enlarges across Australia so that more and more and more and more people can hear the Word of God and be caught up in the worship and the fellowship and everything we're doing here at Vision.
I got another thing that I know that you're called to do, and that is to boost people's faith, because it's Andrew from Faith Boost. You can find the podcast. You like that as a segue?
Ancient Secrets for the Modern World, and it's working. It is working, DJ.
Faith Boost, you can find it in the podcasts on the Vision platform, both on the app or on the website. So get involved in that. Andrew, as always, great to have you in, buddy.
Love you, team.
Getting you up and ready to face the day. This is Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
Visionathon, Eve. I feel like there should be special music for that, but DJ, don't go looking because your choice in... No, I don't actually. Your choice in Visionathon music is not always the best. You've got great choice in music normally, but the Vision, for some reason, you put the word Visionathon in front of you, eyes light up and bizarro music comes out.
We'll do that a little bit later when we go to the tally board. But
dear.
This morning on I love this, we've got a new thing for our calendar, Visionathon Eve.
Woo-hoo!
This is where you hang the stockings over the fireplace and Phil Edwards comes down the chimney.
Decorate
with
cookies or banana bread at this point.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, banana bread is now part of the ritual for Visionathon Eve. We're asking you, how long have you been listening to Vision? How long has God been using Vision in your life? And, you might have been aware of it. You might have been part of it. You might have, seen a word for today. But how long have you actually been listening to Vision for? That's our question, trying to get the longest and the shortest. So far, the person who's winning both
is Richard from Swansea. He's won both. He's right down to me. He's the only one who's called. So he's got both the shortest and the longest at 3 years. Okay. So that's your winning. We need to go up from there.
All right, 1-800-316-316. If you think you've got longer or shorter listening to Vision, we'd love to hear from you.
Well, I can see Anne from Lab now. Anne, I'm sure it's been a while. And you're calling about the length of time listening to Vision?
Yes, I am. I was there when Robbo and Shirley, I don't know when they started, but I listened to them when they were first on, and I remember that Robbo Shirley had to, or someone had to go and get Robbo because he used to have to go to the train station. They used to go and pick him up, and then one time I think he rode the bike. Yeah,
he could probably run it.
Shirley was always on first because they had to go and get him.
Oh, bless!
And the word for the day is January 2012.
Have you got it there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2012.
That long, yeah.
All right. Well, if you've got the word for today from 2012, let's put you down as 12 years. Then 12 years been listening.
Yes, 12 years definitely.
All right.
But it was a bit more before that because I think I didn't get the word for the day when I first started.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Well, let's be generous and say 13 years then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So for Anne, we're saying let's go 12 and a half. Let's go 12 and a half, but meet in the middle. 12 and a half years. That's pretty good.
That's the next bid.
All right,
Can you beat that?
Yeah. That's the in the auction here of how long you've been listening.
And Richard's still winning, though, one of the categories, the shortest.
Shortest amount of time. Richard's been listening for 3 years. The lovely Anne in Labrador has been listening for, let's say, 12 and a half. So if you can beat that, either end of the spectrum, give us a call right now, 1-800-316-316. I'm going to check on the Visionathon tally board in just a moment here, so I'll cue up some music for you, Fel.
No, look, feel free just to not do that.
I've got some good ones ready to go.
It's okay.
You're with Fel and DJ here on Rise and Shine.
Across Australia.
Rise and Shine.
Stephen Curtis Chapman, do it again. And that's a good question. My children were asking, are we doing Visionathon again? And I said, yes, well, we do it quite often. That's because it's community funded. It's funded by the Vision family across the country. And so there's 2 times a year where we put some time aside to be able to tell the stories of Vision and, more importantly, the gospel, reaching across. It builds faith, but it also raises important funds to keep Vision on the air.
And one of the things that is the story of Vision is how long you've been listening to Vision. We're asking you to give us a call if you've been listening for a long time, or maybe you're a new listener. 1-800-316-316.
I can see I've got Zaman from Dwelling Up on the line. How long have you been listening to Vision for?
3 weeks.
What? 3 weeks?
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And I listen to it every day.
Oh, how did you find Vision?
It's just it's the only clear radio station on my radio.
Wow.
Oh, we're thankful for that in Dwelling Up. That's wonderful.
So did anybody tell you about? No one said, "Hey, go listen to Vision."
No.
You just cycled through and found it.
Yeah, I just went through because it's the clearest radio station, and I like it.
Wow.
Oh, we love that you've found us too.
Praise God, Zaman.
What
that
have
is
you been
awesome.
enjoying about it so far, Zaman?
I like the word of the day and also the story tonight.
Yes.
They're good.
You've Zaman, you forgot to mention Rise and Shine, how much you love that. The breakfast show. I love the breakfast show. Say that, Zaman.
Well played, Zaman. Well played. Oh, well, so far you're winning. So I think unless we have someone quicker, we'll have to send you a prize, Zaman. So
3 weeks.
That's fantastic.
Oh, man.
Well, we're very
really
thankful.
Good. It changed my life as well.
Oh.
Really?
How explain that? How's it changed your life?
I went for a church yesterday.
Oh, you did?
And, yeah, but they're all closed. They weren't open.
Oh.
What time did you head on through to the church?
9:45, but they did the service the day before on Saturday.
Oh wow! Okay. So have you? Is that the first time you've been popped into a church?
Yeah, first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to find you help you find some churches that are open near you, Zaman.
Yeah.
Would you like some help with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having no transport, so that's the biggest problem.
Close.
Okay. Well, listen, Zaman, if it's okay with you, we might put the word out there. Attention, the folk in
Dwelling Up in WA.
Yeah, we need a ride to a good church for our mate Zaman.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm definitely keen.
Oh, yes, let's go. This is great, mate. This is great.
Yeah.
Well, listen, can you stay on the line, Zaman, and we'll grab your details and we'll send you out a little something, and then if someone gets in touch with us, we'll be able to put them in contact with you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay, yep.
Oh, mate, bless you, buddy. 3 weeks. I don't think anybody's going to be newer than that, mate. So well done. Thanks for giving us a call.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Much appreciated.
So exciting.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the one to beat on the lower side.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So we've got, what was Anne on the other side? We said about 12 and a half years.
Let's go with that.
And we've got Zaman there for 3 weeks.
Rise and shine.
Visionathon Eve. So we've gone a bit off the book today. There's no Saints of the Century because we're getting so many calls. 2 topics. One, banana bread.
Yeah.
We are interested in your banana bread
you, Andrew
recipes.
McLennan.
If you could give us a call. Got thoughts around that, of course. We're taking phone calls. But more importantly, perhaps, depending on your focus, I guess.
How hungry you are.
How hungry you are, which we obviously are quite hungry. If someone actually, what would be better than talking to, if someone nearby wanted to make banana bread and bring it in, we would eat it.
Well,
you wouldn't eat it?
Well,
you're so good,
I'm
DJ.
trying to be on this diet at the
very
moment.
good. Okay. Well, I'll eat his piece.
Yeah,
so
2
bring it in.
pieces.
I'll have 2 pieces. Robbo will have a piece. But we are asking for how long you've been visioning for. That might be how we put it. How long have you visioned?
I like it. We're now turning vision into a verb. On the eve of
Why not?
On the eve of Visionathon, this is great. We're asking you now. We've heard from Zaman listening for 3 weeks and 3 weeks only.
And we put a call out if you're in Dwelling Up.
Yeah.
or in surrounding regions and can help get them to church,
that would be fantastic.
Give us a call.
Yeah. So we've got Kim on the line here. Kim, you remember how long you've been listening to Vision for?
I remember back in my old Bible college days of standing on a roof with the pastor helping install an aerial to this new station that was coming from Queensland, and that was back in 2001.
Wow. Okay. Where was the roof that you were standing on at Bible College?
In Port Augusta, mate.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Bible College was externally through Rema College in Townsville.
Fantastic.
Wow.
So been listening and also help installing an antenna since 2001.
Yes, sir. Yep,
All right, so
remember, mate.
That's putting you down at 23 years, Kim. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
There you go. 23 years.
That's very impressive.
Wow.
Wow, yep, I still remember, mate,
Okay,
Wow.
well, we've got to ask you, listening for that long, Kim, having it part of your life for the last 23 years since Bible College, what's Vision meant to you?
Everything, mate, everything. It's great to go to church Sunday, but during the week we have Vision radio station on 24/7, mate. It never gets turned off. We got to have the music, the worship, the word. Listening to you crazy guys in the morning.
Good, great.
We need Vision, mate. We need it. It's another church. It's everything.
Wow.
Because, Kim, the focus is all on the gospel and making sure that the gospel can be preached across the country. What does that message mean for you?
When I came to Bible College, I was a drug addict and a drunk.
Wow.
Someone told me the gospel, and that gospel changed my life. So the gospel is everything. Yeah. The gospel is everything to all of us because it changes our life. It changes us. The gospel is everything.
Well said. Yeah. Well said, Kim. Love that. All right, well, Kim's down there 23 years. Have we got anybody longer than that?
That is tough to beat. But, there's still some time. The morning is young, as they may say. I don't know if people say that, but there you go.
We're saying it.
I'm saying it. Give us a call, 1-800-316. I guess you could text, but we'd prefer a phone call, I think, for this one.
I need to hear the story. I need to hear it in your own words. If you've got a story of how long, or if you can beat Zaman of 3 weeks, only listening to Vision for 3 weeks, we'd love to hear from you as well.
Rise and shine.
It's Visionathon Eve, and we've asked the question, how long have you been visioning for?
Yeah.
It's now a verb.
Yeah, visioning. Have you visioned? I'm going to be visioning later on. You can use it in different sentences there, the verb there. Now, we're asking you how long you've been listening for, short or long. Now, a little while ago, we just heard Zaman in WA. He was in Dwelling Up, WA, started listening 3 weeks ago.
And we thought that
Vision.
would be impossible to beat.
Impossible to beat is what we said. Ah, ye of little faith. Because on the phone this morning, we've got Kerry from, have I got it right, Baldivis? Is that how you say it, Kerry?
Yeah, that's right.
In WA. How long have you been listening to Vision for?
Well, at the time of the message, 5 minutes.
Now about 8. When you've been on the hold
We're timing it in seconds how long you've been listening for.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Kerry, tell us, how did you come upon Vision? How come today?
Well, I had an email from Vision that just came up, so I ordered a couple of the DVDs. They were advertising free DVDs. And so, but from that email, it had the app there written. So this morning, I just clicked on the app.
Let's
and started reading some of the scriptures for today, and then I clicked on the radio and just started listening.
Oh, well, we are so thankful you did. Hello. This is like our personal, we now call people personally and welcome them.
Yeah, exactly. To anybody who's listening for the first time.
Give us a call. We'll call you back. Very excited. It's quite incredible.
So let me get this straight. Kerry, you were listening in the app. You're hearing us talking about how long you've been listening for. Did you then press the button in the app to send us a message and tell us you've been listening for?
Kerry, you've done all the tech in one. It just goes
Kerry.
to show. I feel like we have to sit down with people and show them. But Kerry, you're our new tech-wise person.
Yeah,
you got it all in one in 5 minutes.
You've got it figured out right there. Now, Kerry, we want to. I've said that our good friend Zaman was going to be winning a prize.
Well, you have to still give him a prize.
He's still getting a prize for listening for 3 weeks. But Kerry, I'm going to have to send you a prize for listening for now 10 minutes. I'm going to have to send you a prize for that. Is that okay?
I feel like WA should get a prize because Dwelling Up's not far from you, is it, Kerry? How far is Dwelling Up from you?
Well, it's about 45 minutes from here.
And it's quite early in the morning, so WA people are representing very
Yeah,
well
well
this
done.
morning. Well done, WA.
Well done. All right, well, Kerry, listen, stay on the line. Our newest listener to Vision, I don't think anybody's going to beat 10 minutes
Well,
right
yeah,
here.
well, we said that before.
Yeah, well, Kerry, stay right there. We'll grab your details because we'd love to send you out something. But there you go. All right, we're still looking for the longest listener. If someone's been listening
Maybe that's
longer.
up for grabs.
Yeah.
But look, if you've just switched on, it's a minute.
Yeah.
Give us a call. How cool would that be? 1 minute, right, okay.
Here's the number one song in the country. Going to take us up to the news this morning. Toby Mac, Nothing Sweeter on Vision.
There's been so many times I got it so wrong, and a couple that I got it just right.
And it's Visionathon Eve, so we've been talking about how long you've been visioning for, but I wondered if it might be a moment, DJ, just to have a look, because it's pretty exciting here that we're actually doing so well before it's even kicked off.
Hang on. Are you
with
talking, are you,
Visionathon.
are
No,
you
there's
talking
no-
about going
yeah,
to the teleboard?
No, I'm not.
Let's
Specifically
go
not.
to the teleboard.
Oh, no. No.
All right.
Oh,
Here we go. We're strutting today over to the teleboard.
For those listening, I'm so sorry.
This is
Someone's put
people
DJ.
are loving this. I know you love this. Oh, it's so exciting. I can see the bright lights here
No,
of
it's
the teleboard.
terrible. It's absolutely
I'm
terrible.
wearing my flares and
No.
my velvet jacket as I
Is
walk.
that really? That is not a look that anyone needs to see. But what is exciting is the teleboard, actually.
It is actually really exciting because we're literally over 200 people have responded to date, and we've not even started Visionathon. Visionathon kicks off tomorrow morning, and we're already sitting at over $41,600. Over 2% of the way there already.
So exciting. And
Oh.
I'm loving that we're
Let me
getting
get the music up here,
No,
Peter.
look, feel free to turn that right off.
I got a bit of a solo here for you on the keys.
No, look, it's okay. I want to say WA have been representing well this morning with calls, but also in giving.
Yeah.
And I've got a wonderful Vision family member in Urana, WA, and they've left a message as well for us. They say, my family and I have been listening to Vision Radio for at least 7 years. Our two older children are always asking us to turn up the songs, and our parents are constantly being encouraged and fed by Focus on the Family and other segments as well. We get so much, and we wanted to give a little bit back, praying it multiplies like the 5 loaves and 2 fish. That is such a great analogy too. We all bring our bit, like that
Yes.
little boy.
Yes.
He said, I don't have the full 2 million, 1 million, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I've got to remember what our total is, what we're aiming for,
Well,
DJ.
we've got 1.7 million
that's
to
right.
go.
But how cool that they're able to bring what they can and pop it.
Someone else who has done exactly that is
Thank
the
you.
lovely Colleen in Leopold. I know the Leopold people. I know Colleen loves this song here.
No, she doesn't.
They've given
dear.
$50 one-time donation. And I love this because she says, thank you for continually blessing us with this station. The music, the faith, and the fun. This is
Oh,
what
well,
she-
you're bringing the fun back.
My work means that I can only listen before I start work, so rise and shine. But occasionally, I also get a chance to listen to the story, and at least partly if I'm working overnights as well. Colleen, love that. Love the fact that you're listening, and that you dropped a little bit of rise and shine shout in there as well. We're very, very thankful. Well,
That's right. Well, if you'd like to get involved early,
Yes.
the early bird catches the worm. You can do that over on the Vision app. You just click donate at the top. Go to vision.org.au or from tomorrow, the tally room you can call as well, but that'll be open tomorrow morning.
I'm giving this theme a 10 out of 10. I don't know about you.
No, that's like a 0.
Oh, what?
0.25.
All right, I'm putting it in the
the
echelon
bin.
in the echelon here for me.
The bin of bins.
Let us know how long you've been listening to Vision. I don't know if we're going to get shorter than a few minutes, but we've had some amazing calls so far in your length of listening to Vision.
Across Australia.
Rise and shine.
Visionathon Eve, so we've thrown everything out the window. No Saints of the Century today, but we're having so much fun hearing from everyone about how long they've been visioning for.
Exactly. We've got some new Visionathon Eve traditions. You bake your banana bread. You hang your stockings up
You
across
bring that
the
into
thing.
Vision for me to eat.
Yeah, you bring the vision. You give banana bread, a Vision banana bread over to Fel to eat. You hang the stockings up. Phil Edwards comes down the chimney. Robbo is also dressed as an elf and dances around the house.
Okay, so none of that happens. All of that is that will bring a bunch of complaints. So we don't do any of that. But we do talk about how long you've been visioning
That's what
for,
we wanna
because
know.
it's all about building faith, before we fundraise together over the next few days.
We're hovering around about 23 years for the longest listener here. We're hovering around about that. But I can see we've got Rita on the line this morning. Rita, how long do you think you've been listening for?
Well, we think it would be 25 years.
25 years?
Oh, wow. Rita, that's incredible. Can you remember how you came to listen to Vision in the first place?
Well, I do remember, I can't remember exactly, but we do remember we were at New Yorker and Robbo and Phil were passing through South Australia and they called in at a friend's home at New Yorker, and that's where we met them. And so that was wonderful. And we've always remembered that. So yes, we always listen to the breakfast show and the next shows, the morning shows.
Oh, yes.
And also we loved Sunday mornings.
Oh, yes.
Sunday mornings with Phil Dunk.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
So if you've been, Rita, if you've been listening since for 25 years, that means that you've been listening since the 1990s.
I guess so.
And Rita, tell us, all that time you've kept listening. What is it about Vision that's been helpful in your life?
Oh, well, the different speakers and, the morning, it's always brightens one up for, getting going in the morning.
Oh, yes.
And then also with Neil, yes. There's so much teaching of what's happening in the world and with a Christian aspect and also, just the Christian aspect to everything, which is so important and so wonderful. I mean, we do learn so much of what's actually happening via Vision Radio as well.
Oh, so good. So
wonderful.
Good,
Rita puts it so beautifully, doesn't she?
Love it. Well, Rita, I think on the back of that 25 years, going to have to send you out a special prize as well. Bit of a gift for listening that long.
Yay.
On one end of the spectrum, we've got, we had Kerry listening. I'm going to say she's been listening for 25 minutes.
Yeah, welcome, Kerry. We welcome you now every 5 minutes.
Exactly. And then,
do a shout out.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, 25 years.
Amazing.
We've got the amazing Rita there. Love these stories that come in.
Oh, it's wonderful. And it's really about the stories from no matter how long you've been listening, but it's wonderful to hear what God is doing in your life as a result. When you're filled up with the Word of God, when you're hearing it from morning to dusk, that means that you can be more effective as you go out and walk out the plans and purposes God has for your own life.
Amen. Amen. Well put. Well put. Well, there we go. It is Visionathon Eve. We've looked at the tally board. We've got some new traditions for Visionathon Eve. We now have vision as a verb. You've been visioning. How long have you visioned for?
Wonderful.
And that's meaning, obviously, listening to vision. And we've also got new traditions like celebrating the oldest, as in the longest listener, the newest listener.
Love that.
We get Robbo dressed as an elf dancing around the building.
None of that.
No, we don't do that as a tradition?
That's vetoed.
Banana bread?
Definitely. That's a good, bring on the banana bread.
Freshly made banana bread in here for Phil, and Phil Edwards comes down the chimney with a sack of presents. No? Okay.
So look, I think I'll be in charge. Send me your ideas.
One of the ideas that is definitely coming is more great music as we go to the tally board.
100%.
More great music as I go to the tally board.
Oh, no, I thought you meant on Vision.
No, 100%. She said it. Let's do it.
Oh, no.
Claire has it talking about great music.
I'll be back in charge on Wednesday.
Claire has it here. Anywhere with you. Great Australian singer taking us up to the news this morning on Rise and Shine.
I reach out for you. In the morning, it is your ever-cheerful Rise and Shine podcast robot here at your service. We are happy to present the full unedited phone calls from Kevin and Raymond. We thoroughly enjoyed talking to them both about their journeys with Vision. Enjoy.
Kevin in Armidale, how long have you been listening for?
Well, today I've been listening for 20 minutes.
Just long enough to hear that we're taking calls.
20 minutes today, but how long all up have you been listening to Vision?
Okay, Danny actually contacted me years ago, back in the late 90s, I think it was.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So,
you're up there.
To sort of get on board as far as technical is concerned. So late late 90s, early 2000s somewhere.
Okay. So we'll put you at that 25-year mark, 24-year mark around there.
And have you noticed
somewhere around there.
What's Kevin, what has the vision meant for you over those years?
Oh, wow. Sort of when I'm listening to the normal the other stations.
Yes, that's right.
They make me cranky. Just listen to the music and just listen to the garbage that comes on. I never get cranky with Vision. I'm always just totally blessed.
Praise God. Isn't it great to have a Christian gospel alternative? It means a lot to my family too.
Yeah, me too. And my wife is actually listening to it every time she gets in the car now too. So I haven't converted her, but I've convinced her to maybe have a listen. And
praise God.
I mean, she's already a Christian, but she wasn't listening to Vision before. I think it was about 6 months ago she started listening to it. So,
good.
Fantastic.
So it's on our hearts. We always mention it if there's anything happening in our church. So it's a blessing.
Love it.
Well, we're thankful for you. You're a blessing, Kevin. Thank you for being involved and helping for all those years.
Not a problem.
Bless you, buddy.
Have a wonderful day.
You too,
mate.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Raymond, good morning. How long have you been visioning for?
25 years.
25?
It's a long time.
1999.
That's correct.
Wow. Okay.
How come you can remember it so strongly? How did you start listening to Vision?
Well, actually, I heard that it was coming to Kingaroy, which was the second station after Bow Desert.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I didn't realise that. So you heard it was coming, and what did you think at the time?
I thought, well, I'm going to be listening to that.
And you have been ever since, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. I mean, we're all a lot older, but yeah.
No, I'm sure you're still the same as you were 25 years ago.
I wish.
So, what has it meant to you after all those years, Raymond?
Look, it's been great. It's when I was working, I could put it on and listen to it and listen to it all day, and had a little bit of influence on a few other people who had to put up with me listening to Vision.
Love it.
Yeah, that's right. If the boss is listening, everyone's listening, right?
That's correct, yes. No, it's exactly right. Yeah.
Oh, well, we're so thankful that you've been listening 25 years, DJ. That's pretty impressive.
I think that's right up there. That's right up there with the lovely Rita in South Australia. Both of you listening for 25 years.
Oh, okay. So we must have got on just before then, because I know we were second after Bow Desert.
Yeah,
I've just been travelling back from the coast, and I've only just arrived home, and of course that cuts in and out. So I miss Rita's whatever Rita had to say.
Well, we're thankful you're listening now, and well done, DJ. Maybe we can take down Raymond's details in case he's the winner for today.
I like it. We'll grab your details, Raymond. Hey, bless you heaps. Thank you so much for giving us a call.
Yeah, no, unless there's someone from Bow Desert, they were before me.
Well, they haven't called, Raymond, and you have.
Oh, right.
Raymond, what's your last name there?
Do I have to say that? Or?
Oh, not on air.
You're not on air. You're not on air. Don't worry.
It's okay.
Oh, good. Yeah,
good question, though. Do ask that. But no, this is not on air yet, so you're all good.
Oh, no, that's okay.
So what's...
Actually, there was a little thing in the Vision brochure. I hadn't read it yet, and it goes back. Wow. It goes back. I've just grabbed. I've only just walked in the door.
Yes.
And I happened to. It was back in one of the Visionathons, and they said, "Oh, what could we pray for?" And I said, "Look, I'd like you to pray for this particular person."
Right.
And can I just, if you've got a moment, I just quickly. It's only a few sentences.
Sure.
Yeah. And I had a close friend down in Sydney and western suburbs of Sydney, and she rang up and said, "Was that you who I just read about this write-up?" And I said, "Oh, what do you mean?" She said, it was Raymond from Kingaroy, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yes.
And
narrows it down.
Yeah, I'll just read you quickly. I was walking and saw a homeless person lying down. As I walked past, he sat up and I noticed he was crying. Mm-hmm. He told me he just got out of jail. Oh. I went home, cooked him breakfast and brought it back to him. I left him my little tiny transistor radio, which when I was walking, I used to use a little I still do. Yeah, radio tuned into Vision. Wow. I made him breakfast for a week, and then we were going away after that. But yeah, I made him breakfast a week, and we listened and prayed together. So I had to buy a new radio, and that appeared in a fairly recent visit, and I hadn't read it yet. We'd not long got it. She rang up. She said, "Was that you?" I said, "Well, actually, it was."
Yes.
Wow.
How did you know that? Oh, it's in the Vision.
Everyone knows it now. Raymond, that is so inspiring. Serving God.
It's under the heading of serving each other, help for the homeless.
Beautiful. Which is what the gospel is all about. You are the hands and feet of the gospel there. Beautiful.
Raymond, is it okay if I give you a buzz back after the show and grab your details? Is that okay, mate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. I'll do that, but thank you so much for giving us a call.
I love that story.
Yep. No use. Top stuff.
Bless.
We think you're top stuff too, mate.
I publicise very, very, very openly. You've got to listen to Vision.
Amazing.
Bless you, Raymond. All right, I'll give you a buzz back soon.
Good, Linda.
Thanks, mate.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay.
It's the daily podcast of your favourite Aussie breakfast show, Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine.
Top of the morning to you. And one of the things that we're excited about here is banana bread.
Oh.
We got talking about banana bread earlier in the day.
Thanks to Andrew
McLennan from 2020 and Faith Boost. He'd been telling us that on his weekend he'd been baking banana bread with his daughter.
He's boosting Faith and he's also boosting the sale of bananas.
But he didn't boost it for us because he didn't bring us any banana bread. He kind of tempted us with it.
Yes.
And then we got talking about, the best way you could freeze bananas if you've got leftovers.
Yes.
It started a bit of a back chat, if you could understand. Like we've obviously had the main focus of the show.
I often say there's two shows going on during the breakfast show, and there's been a second show devoted to banana bread
100%.
this entire
And look,
time.
it's not been bad. It's not been in vain because what turned up here, DJ, about 5 minutes ago?
Thanks to the wonderful Danny from the tech team, he comes waltzing in here with a loaf of banana bread.
How awesome is that? So I'm going to start making more requests on the radio. Because obviously you put something out there suddenly you've got it.
Yeah, shout out to the wonderful Steph who's feeding us behind the scenes.
It's beautiful, and it's got little...
You've been eating... I've
finished mine.
I've abstained because I'm trying to be healthy over here.
Well, no,
What's the verdict?
It's beautiful, and it's actually got some choc chips inside, which was like a little bit of excitement. As
hungry.
I'm eating it, I thought, what is that? That's not chocolate, is it? Brilliant.
All right, let's move.
Very
let's move
exciting.
Right. Well, on the phone this morning, we've got Lynn. We got Lynn from Logan. I'm missing out over you, everybody. Lynn from Logan. Lynn, you've got some banana bread ideas for us?
Well, someone told me one time, freeze the bananas.
Yes.
So I froze them in their skin.
Oh, no.
No, so you ended up throwing them away.
Rookie error, and my goodness, what a slimy mess when I cooked my banana muffins.
Oh, dear. You only do that once.
So I just thought maybe there's other...
You better tell everyone.
People. I don't know if there is anyone like me, but, there might be people that need to be told, like I need to be told recently.
Point.
Then slice them.
Yeah.
Put them in bags. Slice them first, Lynn.
Yeah.
Good point.
Oh, this is really good.
We kind of need to have all of these basic things that you should know.
Yeah.
Like that is you're very good point, Lynn, because we're just talking willy-nilly about putting bananas into freezers without the details.
My mum would grab them and mash them up into the Tupperware.
Oh, mash them before you froze them?
She even mashed them before she froze them.
I've never thought of doing that.
Into the Tupperware.
Well, that's a good idea.
I like this one.
Okay, that's a step
really?
further.
Even a step further. There we go.
I like your mum's way.
Yeah, I'm going to do that from now on, and I'll think of Mrs. Payne. Lynn, thank you so much. Good reminder for us all.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bless ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's a whole nother talk topic, isn't it, really? Kitchen hacks.
Yeah, oh, my mum will have all of them. She's the queen of the banana bread. She's passed one thing that my mum has passed on very well to my wife, Benita, is the banana bread secrets, and Benita cooks a mean banana bread as well.
Does she? Well done, Benita. Well, you know where we live. You know where we are, Benita. Anytime you feel like banana bread, send it in.
I do have to say though, I am partial to a banana bread. It's either got to be, this is how fussy I am when I am eating it.
Oh, I'm not fussy.
It's either got to be fresh out of the oven, like just melt in your mouth.
Mary loves that.
Plenty of butter on it.
Yeah,
as they say in
no
the English
butter
novel, lashings of butter, and then then either that or got to pop it down in the toaster, bring it out, and it's already toasted and ready to go.
It is nice toasted.
Oh, so good hot.
But I'm happy, whatever.
Yeah.
Just banana bread.
Beggars can't be choosers. We'll take whatever banana bread you've got.
Up for it.
We're right here for it. New Vision. It's a Visionathon Eve, a new tradition here. Banana bread. Into the
that's
studios.
right. We've got others coming in. Maybe we need to put some strings of salt shakers and lights because we're the salt and light of the earth. That could be our decoration.
I like it.
I think that's it. Visionathon Eve traditions. Maybe that's a new chat.
Okay.
Except today's almost done for us, so it's too late. Next time.
Next time. I think I did say, Phil Edwards coming down the chimney, Robbo dancing around like an elf. Maybe we dress up Phil like a light and Robbo as a salt shaker. We're getting closer to the...
That's still a veto for me. But what we do need is a curtain call. So if you've got a song to take us into our day, we'd love to hear from you.
Oh, yes.
Give us a call.
1-800-316-316. That is the number to call.
Oh, my goodness.
As you give us your curtain call today.
Tell us your favourite song by calling 1-800-316-316 and we'll play it for you. It's the Curtain Call on Rise and Shine.
That's right. This is the time where you get to choose a song to take you into the day. We call it the Curtain Call, and this is the only one for the week because during Visionathon, we won't be doing curtain calls. So it's pretty important today.
Oh, it's a very important
next week,
one.
back again. So if you've got curtain calls, you could text them in or let us know other ways.
Okay.
But for today, last one.
Last one today, and we got a special one. We heard from him on Friday. It's our good mate Grant from Perth. Grant, you've been listening to a lot of the different stations. You got a special curtain call for us today.
I listened to V180, and the expansion of actual vision of my music was really good because I used to like rap, and that Rap Show Ruckus with Yet to Come was
yes,
really, really good song, and it's just it gives you goosebumps when I just played it.
I love the story that we heard from you last week about you, going through that drive-through, listening to Eminem, and then something happens by accident. The CD pops out, Vision pops on. I love the fact that you've replaced that music with some great stuff from V180. Listening to us here on the app, great pick. Let's put it on right now. Rapture Ruckers. Everyone can turn it up nice and loud this morning.
No, God bless Australia. Love you. Take care.
I woke up, choked up, got me thinking about hold up, slow up, now I'm freaking out.
There you go. That was Rapture Ruckus, our curtain call, thanks to Grant. That was called Yet to Come. If you like that, I'm going to put it out there. If you've got your app for Vision, the second one option down is V180. And so that sort of music is found there. So if you're liking that sort of upbeat, younger style, there's another option there, which is great because we've also got Vision Kids, which is where I spend a bit of my time. So you've got different flavours, we say, for different people.
Well, talking of different flavours, it's time to go to the tally board.
Oh, no.
And we're heading over to the tally board. I don't know, this is a shuffle over the tally board for this one? What are you scoring this one, Phil?
No, that's still 0.000.
Are you serious?
Doesn't even get off the ground.
I can see the spotlights flashing over here in the studio.
It's not really what we do, though, is it?
Going over to the tally board here.
Oh, no.
We are so close to $42,000. 203 people have given to date. And I tell you, talking about the early birds, we mentioned Grant in Perth and WA. Perth is sitting on 31 people have given so far before Visionathon has even started.
Well, when you think they're 2 hours behind the rest of Australia, they're actually ahead of the game.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. So well done to everyone in WA.
Exactly. We're coming up very, very close behind Victoria. You're hearing this? 30 people in Victoria. So close. New South Wales, not looking good, 27. South Australia at 28.
Still looking very good. Every person is a winner.
I'm trying to get them competing against each other here.
Okay. Sorry about that. But very, very good. But we're loving these 16 people who are first-time givers. That's mean they're jumping in for the very first time to give. If you want to do that, if you want to get in early, you can do that through vision.org.au or through the Vision Christian Media app.
I love it. I can't believe the tech team behind the scenes who are keeping track of all the figures saying this is one of the best starts to Visionathon we've ever had. I think it's great. Our faith. Fun. Talking about Andrew McLennan earlier this morning, my faith is feeling boosted, and that's what it's all about: building our faith and fundraising during Visionathon. It all kicks off tomorrow.
That's right. So keep in mind, vision your prayers. That should totally be part of the Visionathon Eve
Yes.
ideas there that we all pray across the country
As we get our banana bread.
as we eat our banana bread. I'm certainly very thankful, which should be part of it as well.
Listen, make sure you download the podcast today. It's been a lot of fun, the show. I think there might even be a couple of bonus calls. But so much fun hearing your stories about how long you've been listening to Vision for. We've had people listening for literally minutes.
5 minutes.
Calling up on the show.
25 years.
The
and
whole
everywhere
gamut.
in between.
Exactly. So much fun. So make sure you get that podcast wherever you get your podcast from or from the Vision app. Well, we will see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning with all the stops pulled out for Visionathon.
It'll be looking and sounding a little bit different tomorrow, but lots of fun, lots of faith. It'll be a wonderful day.
All right, have yourself a fantastic Monday. Get ready, be prayerful as Visionathon kicks off tomorrow. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.